Give it a couple. All right. Hey, it's Gianna at the Mythical Garden. Happy Friday. We're going to start off with a collective reading. Also, happy new moon, Sagittarius. Let's see. All right. Ancestors, what does this full moon... Hi, Amber. What does this new moon in Sagittarius has in store for the collective? What does this new moon in Sagittarius has in store for the collective? Yes. How are you, Amber? Let's see. Oh, yes. Let's get these cards out. Okay. Let me get the next four. I got this damn song stuck in my head. I think it's a Jennifer Lopez song. Enough for me. Yes, congratulations. Yes. Don't let them kids run you because, you know, back in the day when we was in school, we gave the substitute teachers hell. So don't let them trying to run you. But so let's see what this I keep saying full moon, but this new moon in Sagittarius. One is very important new moon because I've been extremely tired past yesterday and today. I'm like, oh my God, I'm tired. But so this first let's start here. So this new moon, we have the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords in reverse, right? So it came out like this, which tells me that people are walking away from things that no longer serves them. Things that used to once bring them disappointment and heartache and just like really, really like for some reason I'm gonna say bad taste in your mouth, but like something that doesn't really click and connect to you. So people are walking away from it with this new moon in Sagittarius. It's giving a lot of people the courage to actually walk away, right? So now we have the Knight of Pentacles with the 5 of Cups, right? So this new moon is actually having people, you know, actually plan things out for the upcoming year, right? So people are really taking slow steps to happiness, to this 10 of Cups, to do things that are so fulfilling, that are extremely emotionally fulfillment. So basically, if you had like a really terrible 2025 and you're like, next year in 2026 I'm doing things that are going to bring me happiness, this is it. And you're going to start planning. This is like pretty much the footstone, the stepping stones for it to happen. And then we have the Emperor and the 2 of Wands. So the Emperor here is the new embodiment energy that this new moon is given. Excuse me. Doesn't matter, male or female. This is the energy that is given out. And here is the decision, like what path do you want to take? How do you want to take it? Like whatever decision or whatever plan that you execute pretty much is how your 2026 is going to be. So if you're thinking about like, I want to start planning this for next year, it's going to come into fruition, right? Because you're now planning from this type of energy, from this type of mindset. The emperor is the one that does like, you know, take action, right? Take action. Right here, it's just a matter of how you're going to do it. And look, we have the Magician with the Page of Cups. Like I said, things that make you happy, right? So the Magician here is really good for manifestation. It's also a card of confidence too. So you're going to be extremely confident and manifesting this new moon. And the new moon also talks about bringing in a new beginning, right? The Page of Cups here is something that's very fulfilling and adventurous. Even though, yes, the Page of Cups is like, oh, I like you and stuff like that. But you're doing things that you like. That is more aligned to your soul, to your path, to your mission, to even your purpose on Earth, right? And I feel like a lot of people are going to be able to manifest money easily this new moon and going into like 2026. I feel like if you want love, you can manifest that too. Just please be careful with that, because sometimes it's very potent. But yeah, manifestation tonight is very, very good, especially if you've been seeing, you know, tripping numbers like 111, 222, like angel numbers like that. It's very good. Yes. Congratulations on everything. That's what I'm talking about. You got to see, today I went to the DMV and I got my motorcycle permit. Yes. Let's see. We're going to use the, what's the T? See what else. Hold on, I don't like that knock. All right. What else is New Moon bringing in for the collective? All right. Ooh. I'm going to start here. Yeah. See how I was saying the Eight of Cups, walking away from things? So you have death here. It's like Rob lost death and yes, hopefully that's on the cards. That's in the cards. Physical, emotional. So yeah. You're moving away from things that once stole like your light and everything, right? So stole your light, stole your happiness. You're moving away from that with this Eight of Cups. And let me tell you, so we have dirt digging, snooping for seekers, trying to expose you, tables might turn, right? So for some reason I heard, like when I saw this card, I thought of reversal candle. So if you've been planning on doing a reversal candle, this is your sign, right? Do that reversal candle because tables might turn. This is also the new moon. The new moon in Sagittarius is closing out karma cycles, right? You know, giving people back their karma, giving people back their basically injustice. Like if you felt like you've been done dirty, right now new moon is actually very important to do reversal candle. So definitely dirt digging is definitely giving, we're gonna send that back. Okay. And like I said, with the manifestation, a lot of people are going to be manifesting love because like love is on the brain. So a lot of people are going to be manifesting love and like happiness, because we also have happiness here. A lot of people are going to realize that they cannot be within your frequency. They cannot be within your aura, energetic field. So they're gonna be hating from afar. Cause look, this is hating from afar. Especially when you manifest this love that you want, the love, the desire, the life that you want. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of people that be hating. And again, look, moving on. A lot of people moving on to better things, moving on to things that are very fulfilling. What I'm also getting is that some people might have, broken like about to like break up in relationships. Because again, it's not fulfilling. This is Sagittarius. It talks about new adventures. Knowledge is very spiritual in a sense. So whatever doesn't align, whatever doesn't like feed the soul, is not gonna. Hi, happy berries. It's not gonna stick. But that's what I have for the collective with this new moon. Sorry, I paused because my statues thing is turned around and I didn't leave it like that. So that's fun. But let me shuffle these. So I would say, if you guys haven't watched, I did this video back in February. So like about like 10 months ago, I did this video. It was on Luigi Part 2. The next chapter revealed. And for some reason, I was rewatching it the other day. And I was like, yo, I'm that bitch. Because back in February, I kind of said like some charges was going to be dropped because of insufficient evidence. And I was looking back on it. And when I said that, and I Googled, because I was like, oh, let me just check. Which I never do. I just let it be. Come to find out, in September, they dropped his terrorism charge because of what? Insufficient evidence. And I was like, yo, what? But now he's on trial to suppress evidence because of the mishandling. And I'm just like, yo, I did that. 10 months ago, I pretty much predicted what's happening from September to now. And that's crazy. But also, I'm going to be working on a video this weekend. Like I said, I was going to go back to doing like zodiac signs. But this one's going to be different. It's going to be Capricorn season with all 12 zodiac signs. So it's going to be a lengthy video. But yes, Amber, I am thinking about getting a motorcycle. I was thinking about, I don't know which one. It's obviously a beginner bike because I gotta learn how to ride first, right? Alright, so this is for, everyone got questions. You can ask questions. But how's everybody's week? Any plans for the weekend? Okay. Yes. So I might mix content once I get my bike. So yeah, y'all might start seeing that too on here. But more in the, instead of like our writing things, more of like in a spiritual sense. I just have ideas floating in my head. All right, Amber wants to know what is coming for the week ahead. Amber wants to know what is coming for the week ahead. Let's see again. Saying, oh, you're a Christmas Eve baby. I'll be so mad because I'll be like, yo, I ain't getting no birthday gifts. I'm gonna put them shits together. But yeah, I wish I was in Florida right now. Because it's been cold as fuck over here in New York. And I'm annoyed by it. Today was so disgusting. It was like really raining and so windy. But it was warm. It was like almost 60 degrees. And I'm just like, yo. Stop. In December, never get that warm. So the week ahead, we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you might feel a little bit stuck. Right? You might feel stuck or things just moving like extremely slow. But I'm getting more so it's like time is going to feel like it's moving slow. So in your mind, you might feel like, oh, it's been like an hour passed by, but it's like 5 minutes. So like something's going to be moving really, really like worse than a snail pace. And I feel like it's going to irritate you a little bit because it's like I want this to like hurry up. like I want to do other things, but like hurry up. So then we have the Seven of Wands, right? So the Seven of Wands is usually somebody who's like on the defense, somebody who's like very much, what do you call that? Guarded, right? So you're gonna be a little bit guarded this week coming up, and it's more so like it's more so like anticipation. For some reason, it's like, you know, when somebody raises their hand and somebody flinches, it's like that's the type of energy I'm getting from it. So it's like you're on guard for any little thing. Then we have the King of Cups and the Hangman, right? For some reason, you might get an apology. I feel like it's more so like a drunken apology, right? And it's with the Hangman here, it's gonna put something into like perspective. It's gonna have you looking at this person differently. So you might get like a drunk text, but somebody is definitely apologizing or saying something when they're drunk. So their words are coming out more when they're drunk. So it could be something like, I'm sorry for how I treated you. I'm sorry for like putting you through things. Like it's definitely an apology coming with this person. But I'm getting like they're going to be drunk though. And then you got like with the Hangman here, you can look at them at like in a different lens, in a different view. But I do not feel like it's going to change your idea of them. It's more like, okay, like that's a step. But like, again, you're going to take it with a grain of salt because they are drunk. Let's see here. What's the tea? All right, what's the tea on this? Yeah. Like I said, yeah, you might get a text because look, we have looking you up and it's a phone, so you definitely might be getting a text about this, right? But I also feel like somebody's gonna try to figure out like your moves, like what you're gonna be doing or what you're doing. Like they might just pick your brain to get info from you. So I'll give info in a discretion type of way. So then we have moving and bankrupt, right? I feel like since you moving away from, you know, financial hardship, right? And just moving. And also if you've been planning on moving, you know, that's, I feel like it's going to be in discussion or you're going to have like the opportunity to. But overall, you're gonna be in a cream rising. You're gonna be in a glow up. And I feel like also people are gonna notice it. You might get like, oh, you're glowing, you look different. It's just your energy and your aura changed, right? You're becoming more confident in yourself. So that's why it's changing. And people are gonna try to like humble you in a sense, but it's more so like, okay, yeah, I'm going to bring myself up more. But that's what I have for the week ahead. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Alright, let me just shuffle these. Thank you, Amber. Damn, I gotta get this damn song stuck out of my head. It's driving me nuts. You weren't man enough for me. Alright, next is Happy Berries. Happy Berries wants a love reading. Let me use this deck. Right here. Because we're gonna figure this out. Ooh, Tampa. My cousin lives in Tampa. I want to move to Florida because, again, I hate the cold. You guys gonna hear me say this like until springtime comes, but I hate the cold. But I'm not like, if I move to Florida, I won't move to like Orlando or Kissimmee. Like, I love Orlando, but it's too much of a city for me. I want to be someplace that's like not too close to the city, but not too far at the same time. So probably like somewhere in like Ocala. Because I can't do Miami. Miami is too much. It gives too much scammer energy for me. And it's too, like I said, it's too much to the city. I mean, I've been to like almost the entire state of Florida, except for like, I haven't been to Tallahassee yet. I haven't been to Jacksonville. Let me see what else. But yeah, that's like the places I've been. My favorite beach is Clearwater. I love Clearwater Beach. Alright, oh, Legoland. I need to go to Legoland. I didn't even know they even have Legoland. I have to go. Alright. Alright, Happy Berries ancestors want a love reading. So what do we have for Happy Berries? I feel like we need to look at everything. What messages do we have for Happy Berries when it comes to love? You're not falling on the floor this time. Ah. I love kids, but fuck them kids. I love kids, but I also have the mentality, fuck them kids. All right. So happy berries. All right. So your love life is really being protected because we have seashell protection, right? This just tells me that the reason why you really, and this is just recently, why you really haven't been successful in love, like, yeah, you went on dates, yeah, you talked to people, but it never got out of the talking stage. It's because yeah, I'm getting goosebumps saying this. It's because your ancestors, your spiritual team, is protecting you from basically heartbreak or people wasting your time. But I feel like it's more so people wasting your time. They're like, yeah, they will say they want a relationship with you and, you know, say everything nice and do everything nice, but the commitment and the loyalty was never there. Like your expectations are here, and what they really wanted was like right here. So it was like given barely the bare minimum, and like nobody deserves the bare minimum, right? So it kind of puts you in this state where we have you're in the morning and then rain cloud and medical colony. I can't even say this fucking word. Like, so it's kind of giving like, I would say woe is me, but not a full blown woe is me. It's like, damn, like why can't I like get into a relationship? Damn, why can't like, you know, somebody be real or serious instead of just being in talking stages, right? We have excuses, I'm sorry. This is also given like you're tired of hearing this over and over again. Like it's getting like boring. It's getting tiring. It's getting like, all right, you tired of all the excuses. You're tired of, oh, I'm sorry. It's me and not you type of explanation. So it's kind of like very very much like, what is going on? Like why is that happening? But it's like the excuses mostly. But now I want to get, yeah, here. Let's see what's tarot. What else do we have for havers to know about love using tarot and the spread? Oh. All right. Okay, so the reason why it happens because, and so in reverse, right? So you're the Queen of Pentacles. You're stable. You know what you want, right? Stable financially. You just well rounded, right? But what I'm also getting is that because you're in this energy, a lot of people find you intimidating. A lot of your potential partners find you intimidating. It's because they can't really keep up with you, especially intellectually wise. Like you need to be mentally stimulated, and they cannot keep up with you with that, right? So the King of Swords in reverse is somebody who, you know, it's kind of like, I'll say neurotic in a sense. Like they aren't mentally well, but they also lack the ability to mentally stimulate you, right? Not saying they're dumb, but it's just they don't know how to have deep conversations. They don't know how to basically be relationship where it causes them to communicate as well, because you know swords also is a communication card, so they can't really communicate well. However, we have the Magician, right? So this is, I will utilize the new moon energy, because right now you can manifest the type of love you desire. We have the Nine of Cups, right? The Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. So you could manifest the type of love that you desire. Just be very specific on what you want from a relationship, the characteristics and behavior of the man that you want. So for instance, if you want somebody who has open communication, you could definitely do that. You want somebody who mentally stimulates you, has deep thoughts, who really doesn't regurgitate nonsense, you can manifest that. I would say you can manifest a specific person, but it could go either way. It could be really, really good or really, really bad. So it's up to you. But if you want like somebody who's totally brand new, to get a piece of paper, blue pen, and just write down what you want. If you want them to be financially successful, you know, if you want them to be loving and caring, open doors for you, like write it down on a piece of paper and sleep with it under your pillow for 7 days. 7 days, right? And you will start having dreams about like this individual, and what it's gonna do is bring them into you, right? Bring them into your energy, so that like you meet them. I said after the 7 days, you probably meet them in like in a month, month and a half, right? But you definitely could manifest it. You, especially now, like I said, new moon is really, really potent to manifest new love. So you could do that. So I would say if you want like the type of love that you desire, that you want, with this Nine of Cups, that's very fulfilling, emotionally, physically, spiritually, you can do that. Hi, Phoenix. Right now. So I will take advantage of it, me personally. And you have the ability to create your own type of love. And who knows best that what you want is yourself. But that's what I have for you, Happy Berries. And don't water yourself down, right? If men find you intimidating, that's on them and not you, right? And that's because you're very self-aware. You know who you are. You know what you want. And that intimidates men. Well, that intimidates little boys, not men. You're welcome, Happy Berries. Alright, got you, Phoenix. Let me just shuffle. And come from somebody I know, because a lot of men are intimidated by me. And I just be like, damn, you really fumbled the best person you have, because I'm really a big-ass nerd. And I'm a clown. And I'm always down to have fun. Except for bungee jumping. I will not bungee jump. Do not ask me to bungee jump. Don't ask me to bungee jump. Don't ask me to skydive. I'm sorry. Not that. We don't do that here. But everything else, yeah. Like, I'm cool. Travel, down. Don't ask me to do nothing that has to do with me jumping out of the plane or jumping off a height or something. You're on your own on that. Yo. Alright. Let me guess. I will go on 60 roller coasters back to back before I jump out of the plane. do this one. Yeah. It's the red pill. I'm convinced a lot of these men absorb red pill content, and they try to implement these techniques, and it like backfires a lot on them. Like some women it works on, but majority of us it backfires, and this is why there's a epidemic of male loneliness. Y'all need to stop listening to some red pill content creators. They're gonna just not get you the woman that you want, because all the women they talk about is not really how women are. And we gotta start charging these men non-refundable deposit fees for wasting our time. Cause I'm gonna start doing that, because you're not gonna waste my time and I get nothing out of it. I need a $250 deposit, non-refundable. You're not getting that back. Okay. Phoenix Soul wants to know, will they hear from Gemini this week? Phoenix Soul wants to know, will they hear from the Gemini this week? You're welcome. Okay. All right. So the Gemini was, it's funny because we have two air sign cards, right? So we have the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. I just feel like they were going through something, right? And this is why they went a little silent, right, in a way. But we have the Six of Swords, which talks about like they move in orders, right? And the Four of Swords is like they took the time to themselves to get themselves corrected and how can I put it? Corrected and in a better headspace, because swords, you know, is mental and communication, but they had to get themselves in a better headspace before they could actually really communicate or even just be present. It gives like they're very they give off like tentative energy, like they come and go, and it's nothing. I don't feel like it has anything to do with you. I just feel like this is how they process life. So like if life is going really good, they're really really present, but if life is like really kicking their ass, they withdraw. This is why we have the Four of Swords. They withdraw. But then we have the High Priestess, which I feel like is you. You kind of have a feeling that you might hear from them. It's just you just need confirmation. And then we have the Four of Wands, right? So they're coming back stable, right? They might come back in. For some reason, I'm hearing like an offer. So it might be either like offer as in like a date, or not like to go like official, but more so like something to stabilize the connection. That's why we have the Four of Wands here. So you might be going to like a party or something, or like something festive, because you see here it's like celebration, right? So it's like something like has to do with gathering. Hi Jess. So but you feel it and you saw like they're coming back. So what happens a lot, we feel when a person's about to re-enter again, and we know it's just a matter of when, right? So I'm pull from here. Will Phoenix Soul hear from Gemini this week? Phoenix Soul hear from Gemini this week. Y'all gonna have to start calling me Miss Cleo. Because I really am that bitch. Yes, you may. Let me get one more card. All right. All right. This is, remember when I said there's an offer coming, but I feel like it's more like a date? Look. Date. Call me Miss Cleo. Okay? But yeah, you definitely, they're coming in with a date. So they're gonna hit you up and like, hey, let's go out, let's go on a date, because there is they want to make memories. We have photograph here. They want to make new memories. They want to, I feel like it's more so like they don't want you to have this negative notion or bad taste in your mouth about them, like whether they're flaky or they're not serious, because I feel like they are serious about you. Again, it's just like if their eternal world is really chaotic and things around them is really chaotic, they withdraw. And I just feel like it's a mechanism they have that they develop from childhood. Right? But once you guys get like really, really close, it's gonna happen less. It's gonna be more talk about the problem than versus I deal with it alone. But we also have soulmates and twin flame, right? So this is really interesting, right? Because it has this energy of soulmates. You guys are compatible, right? You guys have soulmate energy, but it moves like a twin flame. And twin flames really have this in and out energy, like they come in, they come out, they come in, come out, like the push and pull. But it's not the toxic where you guys are in communication one day and then disappear for like a whole fucking year and come back again. No, it's not giving that energy. It's just giving just a push and pull narrative of like, I'm here, but when I need to go back and go into myself, I disappear. Right? But it's definitely soulmate energy. And that's what also the Four of Wands also gives like twin flames and soulmate energy as well. But it's more so soulmate than it is twin flames. It's just behaves like a twin flame, but it's really a soulmate. So you're not gonna have the whole chase and pull energy going. You're not gonna have that whole they need to heal and then come back and then no, it's just like you guys are very, very compatible that it pretty much mirrors each other. So like you could have been the type of person that when things got hard, withdraw within yourselves, but now you outgrew that, and then now you with this person that does the same thing. So it's given very much you guys mirror each other's energy in a way where the things that you used to do, they probably do, and then what they used to do, you probably do, right? So it's not necessarily twin flames, it's just a mirroring energy. But I do feel like they're gonna hit you up this week. It's most likely go on a date, and you're probably gonna find out what's been going on, because they might tell you a little bit, but not like in a very, very much detail. They might be like, hey, I've been going through stuff, sorry I disappeared, like that, right? And I'm trying to shuffle the deck, and it's like, I like you. So like they have feelings for you, yes, but you know, just be patient, just give them time. And Geminis are very, very in and out. They're very a natural in and out sign. But I love me some Geminis. We're like this. Aries and Geminis are like the besties of the zodiac. I tell people this all the time. I get along with Geminis way better than I do with any other zodiac sign. And it could be because they are a little chaotic. It could be that. And I do find it funny when they start flipping out, because it's like, yo, there's two people in one. I love that. I love the chaos energy. All right. So, Jess, what is your question? Yeah, they are very, very weird when it comes to communication. But I feel like I guess it's like with airmen, it's like a hit and miss. They could be very, very like really good at communication, have good dialogue. You could have really deep conversations. But when it comes to relationships, they absolutely are really bad at it. Because air, as the air signs, because I have an Aquarius moon. So as air signs, they become detached, right? Their emotions are more how can I put it? It's more logical than it is emotional. So they have to process emotion logically first before you could feel it. So that's why it's like it's kind of like confusing with them. But once you understand that, it's cool, because if you have an air moon, you understand, like, I will, before I feel emotions, I will be like, why did this happen? Like, I will logical it first and then feel it. Okay. Just wants to know. You're welcome, Phoenix. Just wants to know what is next for Nas and her. Jessica wants to know what is next for her and Nas. Excuse me. Jess wants to know what is next for her and Nas. Ancestors, what is next for her and Nas? Okay. Okay, we'll leave it like that. All right. Almost blowing my candle. All right, we're gonna do this. So, Seven of Pentacles came out sideways, right? When when any of the cards come out sideways, it's like more a maybe card, and it all has to do with decisions. Because free will, we have free will. It impacts decisions. Every decision we make in life impacts the path that we're on, right? But Seven of Pentacles is like the harvesting card. So I feel like this connection is not ready for its harvesting. What I mean by that, it's not ready to be a full-blown connection. When I was shuffling, I keep hearing it's been a waiting game. It's been a waiting game. Like, you've been waiting. You've been waiting, like, are we gonna be official or like really committed in a sense? Like, you guys could just be, I don't know, because nowadays there's so many terms, casual dating, exclusivity. I don't like, because people take exclusive not as in boyfriend and girlfriend. It's like something totally different, which I just think is weird. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe I'm showing my age, because to me, exclusives mean we're boyfriend and girlfriend. But the way dating has evolved, I don't know. But yeah, it's like it's not ready to blossom yet, right? And this is why I said it was kind of like a waiting game, because we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is the waiting card. It's the waiting for things to happen, waiting for rewards and things to appreciate. So it's been like a waiting game. You guys broke up today? So we have the World and Six of... Did you feel like this, like, they were like your soulmate? Because the Six of Cups is like soulmate energy, right? And then the World here is like completion. So like, the cycle is completed, right? So whatever you learn, yeah. So waiting to learn from this was like completed, right? Soulmate, completion, right? So whatever lesson you learn, take it, absorb it, and you could use it later, right? So the waiting game, yeah. But I feel like on somebody's end, for them, it's not completely over. It could be him, because if you saying like I'm ready for my next move, like you could be the one that's all right, I'm done, I'm moving on. They could just be like, I'm gonna wait this out. I'm gonna see, like, maybe she's like having a bad day. Like that's the comment, but it's given like somebody is not ready to move on. But we'll see what's the tea. Actually, no. Yeah, I'm gonna get one card from here. Okay. What can we say about this reading with what's the tea? Oh, this is still an ancient music. Okay. Let me get here. We clarified that already. All right. Yeah, okay. All right. So, look, soulmate card came out. So, it just clarified what I was saying. Like, you feel like soulmates. Like, you guys are soulmates, right? See, we have photograph here. This is what I was saying. This feels like somebody's not over, because it could be... I really don't feel like it's your energy. That it's more like nostalgic, or more like looking back and stuff like that. I just feel like the energy I'm getting from this is more so like, okay, how do I win this person back? Right? Like, we have good times. It's like when an ex comes back and they start talking to you about like the past, about like, oh, you remember when we did this and the fun times you had, like, you know, like, and that's them just trying to come back. Like, that's the type of energy I'm getting. Yeah, because look, we have the Ascendant card for you, right? It talks about transcending obstacles. Yeah, so it's like basically completing a cycle, moving on to better and better things. It's just more so about your decision, like how you want to move forward. Like, do you want to heal and take time to yourself and be like about yourself, about your money and stuff like that? Or do you want to heal and then get into another relationship? So these two cards came out, Divination Abuser and Scarcity Tactics, right? I don't feel like as a divination abuser, I don't feel like abuse it. I just feel like if he's like also like in the spiritual sense, hi Sleepy Cat, I feel like they are getting readings or had gotten a reading, something like that. But it's definitely getting a reading. And scarcity mindset is lack. It's more so like they have to figure out what they're missing within themselves versus trying to figure out why. He said that's you. Like why this happened. But how to get rid of that? I just feel like you probably just need, like you said, time to heal. Just do things for yourself. Do things that make you happy again. Do things that you felt like you kind of lost during the relationship. Because I feel like you did lose yourself a little bit. Not like fully lost yourself, but you did lose yourself a little bit. And that happens. That happens to us as, you know, as women. When we get into a relationship, we kind of lose ourselves a little. That's why we have to be individuals within the relationship. Like, keep your hobbies, keep being happy, keep doing things that you did before you were in a relationship versus, you know, changing your whole personality and dynamics and things that you just do. Because a lot of people, when they get into relationships, they just disappear off the face of the earth. They stop being friends with friends, and it's kind of weird. But yeah, definitely just get back to what you're doing. And I don't feel like oh, moving it was the worst decision. I don't feel like to be honest, I don't feel like you will get the answers on what you need to do to move on through divination. I feel like it's more so an inner knowing. And I'll say meditate. Meditate with, I think it's 528 hertz, the healing frequency. Or just do with the heart chakra. Right? Just do meditations with that, and then you're going to figure out what to do. Hi, Mena. You're going to figure out what to do, and you're going to be like, oh, it's that simple. Right? But I do feel like, you know, I do feel like down the line, he might come back. Right? I know your questions pop up. I would say it. I do feel like down the line he might come back, but I also feel like when he does, it's gonna be the ball's gonna be in your court. Basically, you get to decide whether or not you take him back or you truly moved on, right? And that's gonna be after some time, like after probably like a month to the max. I would say 3 months. 3 months, 3 months, 3 weeks, something with 3 though, but it's definitely 3 months. I'm getting months though. Like after you've done all that, you're gonna be like, and then he's gonna come back and be like, hey, let's give it a try again after that break. And again, the ball's in your court. You might, whatever decision, you may go with him, and you may not. And I don't feel like it's like if you choose one, if you choose to go with them, it's gonna be bad. If you choose not to, it's gonna be bad. I just feel like whatever decision you make is not bad. It's just gonna put you more into yourself. But that's what I have for you. There's definitely soulmate energy. And sometimes soulmates have to separate because there's individual lessons to learn. And sometimes you guys can't learn the individual lessons together. You're welcome, Jess. Let me just shuffle. Oh yes, the pin, what do you call it? The pin comment I have is my donation, but if you want a direct link, you go into the description and it has a link tree, and you could click the Venmo or Cash App. And we just shuffle. I'm gonna do Sleepy next, then Mina. Okay. Get some water. All right. I'm gonna be on to like 11:30 because your girl is tired. Not this one. All right. Sleepy Cat wants to know, what do my spirit guides want her to know? So ancestors, what should Sleepy Cat know? What does Sleepy Cat need to know? What does Sleepy Cat need to know? Okay. What does Sleepy Cat need to know? All right, we'll take those. Okay. Okay. All right. Girl, I'm laughing because pick up this card. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands, right? This tells me you're in that energy like, please do not fuck with me. I am not the one. Right? Because Seven of Wands is very much, I'm standing my ground. I'm on guard. I'm defensive. And then you pair that with the Queen of Swords is given, again, do not fuck with me. I do not want this. Because Queen of Swords is quick to cut you. She's quick to cut you, quick to give you a verbal tongue lashing. It's just, she's very quick to cut the bullshit out, right? Together, this energy, it screams, I'm not the 1, 2, or the motherfucking 3. Right? So that's the energy you're in right now. I feel like it's more so because you're tired of people playing with you. You're tired of people perceiving your niceness, your kindness as weakness or as a advantage to take advantage of you, right? Or see it as a way that because you come off as a good person, that you're an easy mark, right? So this is, but then when they realize that you're not, they get you like, oh, why are you acting crazy? You're taking shit out of proportion. Like, no, it's like, you came for me. Now it's my turn. Now it's a problem, right? But I feel like you've been so stuck in that energy for a very long time. It became such like an armor, right? It became like second nature. Cause it's easy once you get into that energy. It's so easy to stay in it, but so hard to get out of it, right? But in that energy, we have temperance here. You was healing, right? You're healing, but you're also learning how to balance between um getting out of that energy and being in that energy. So you're learning how to get out of that, right? You're learning how to, and I won't say feminine, not saying that you're not like feminine at all, but when we're in that don't play with me energy, we're in our masculine energy, right? So you're learning how to get out of that, get out of your masculine energy, to be more into your feminine energy, to be more receptive. Because being in feminine energy, you're more receptive to a lot of things, a lot of people, energy, money, like blessings. You're more receptive to that, right? So when we're in a masculine energy, as women, we're still receptive to it, but it's more of a clash. It's more of like hitting a brick wall instead of going over the brick wall, right? But this is the part where I was laughing at. It's because we have the Emperor here. I feel like there's somebody that's gonna come into your life who is like the top tier masculine. I don't know what the top tier masculine is to you, but I feel like it's top tier masculine. For some reason, if you're on TikTok, I just heard like book talk, like the book talk masculine type energy. Like they're that type of masculine, but not in like a really toxic way, like book talk, but like you feel their energy, right? And the reason I was laughing because you're in this don't fuck with me energy, and they're gonna try to pierce that armor, right? But not in a weird vibey type of way, but more in like, hey, I want to get to know you. Like, I find you attractive. I want to get to know you. Like, it's also given like they're very patient. They're not they're not shy, or they're not offended. They're not intimidated by a woman in their masculine energy, because they encountered a lot of women in their masculine energy, and they know it's because as women we have been over the last few decades forced into our masculine energy. We have been forced to be providers. We have been forced to be the men in the relationship, pretty much, because nowadays a lot of these men want princess treatment, right? And this is the part I was laughing at even more, because we have the Chariot. The Chariot is fast moving victory. So this is gonna, like, he's gonna diffuse your armor really quick. But it's gonna happen in a way that you don't realize, right? And it's not gonna be bad. I don't feel like this person has ill intentions. I do not feel like, I just really necessarily feel like they are naturally into you, and they want to put you in your feminine energy. So because when, all right, hang on. All right, example, if you look at a relationship where the man is the true provider, the true masculine in the relationship, they will the women will be more submissive, but not in like the term of submissive like you're on your knees. No, more submissive as in you're trusting them to lead, trusting them to lead you, have you, so you go rest in your feminine energy, so you go blossom and grow and just be doted on, right? With the Chariot, it tells you like this person they will be victorious in that, right? I don't know why I keep. They're like, they might like to wear all black suit, so this is why I'm also giving like it's book talk vibes, like all black suit. Like, let's see what else. Let's see what else. That's here. I'll get one more card. All right. The not to So this is another form of the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Wands. It's the not today. Like, I'm not dealing with it. Like, not today, say it, not today, right? So it's like, yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Yeah, you may like me. We're not doing that. I'm not chasing you. I'm not letting my guard down. We're not doing that. You're gonna have to prove to me that you can. I could do that, right? And they do, because look, we have the axe here. The axe here says stop the pattern, right? So they stop in like I said, they stop in that the armor that's been like your second skin. Anna Huang. No, I do not. I, see, I'm most likely undiagnosed ADHD. So like I will start a book, and like halfway through the book I'll stop reading it. The book has to like keep me captive. Like, you ever read Geneva Rose? The The Perfect Marriage? Awesome. One of Us is Dead? Awesome. Like, I read that book from front to back without stopping. But it has to be a book like that. So, I also have like the coffin here. It says end and bring in new beginning, right? So like, yeah, he's definitely stopping that pattern you have. And like I said, they like you, right? The I like you card, they like you. They're gonna tell you I like you. They're gonna show you I like you. It's given very much like, I'm gonna treat her right, and I'm gonna win her heart, but not in like an egotistical way. It's coming from a very genuine intentions, right? Very genuine intentions. Because if it was like an egotistical way, I definitely would feel it. But it's very much giving like genuine intention. It's like, they're coming from like, you deserve this type of love that I give, and you never experienced the type of love that you deserve. I mean, who doesn't want an emperor? And they could be giving you flowers too, just because. Flowers just because. Even if you're not a flower girly, because I'm not a flower girly, but I love some flowers. Well, that's what I have. Somebody's coming in is gonna finally break that wall, girl. All right. Uh, 1633. I haven't used Venmo in so long. But yeah, I don't know what's with I don't know, because early in the year when I was on the dating app and I was talking to this guy, and we was texting like fine. He asked for my number, we was texting, and then he asked me for Instagram. It was cool, but we were still texting after like Instagram. And then one day he decides he wants to text me from Instagram, and that was like a main conversation. And I was like, we're not doing that. How you demote me? We're not doing that. Like, I find it weird. But I've learned that it's like you ask for the socials, you could start DMing. It's like the pre texting phase, and then when you ask for their phone number, and I was like, just ask me for my motherfucking phone number, because sometimes I don't ever be on social media like that. Like, it's be weird. It's very, very weird. Like I said, the dating scene has changed so drastically. Like, I remember back in the day, we would just get phone numbers out and just be like, hey, that's my phone number, text me. And now it's so weird. It's so weird. Like I was talking to another guy. He asked me for my Instagram. And as soon as he asked for my Instagram, I was like, yeah, you definitely get scared away from me because I am very, very vocal about my spirituality on my Instagram. This is my personal Instagram. And then I was like, and I am very vocal on politics, especially when it comes to like women and immigration. And I'm like, and I don't even call this administration, I call it a regime because that's exactly what it is. So I just be like, And once I started talking about like politics and stuff like that, this man stopped talking to me. And I was like, oh, so you must be MAGA. But hey. And then I'll end up blocking somebody because they posted a video of an older woman that was basically, you could tell she's from the time where women were starting to get voted. And she was like, I can't believe I do this. It was an old elderly lady. It was like 90 years old. And he put like laughing emojis on his video. And I was like, yeah, you getting deleted and blocked because we don't do that over here. Yeah, and that too. That too. A lot of men just want the kitty cat, and I'm just like, yo, hell no. Especially like lately on TikTok, what's been coming up? They were talking about like STDs. Well, we already know men don't get tested. You already know they don't get tested, but they treat STDs like it's a common cold. I'm like, y'all know y'all could go to jail? Y'all could go to prison for knowingly spreading STDs? Like, y'all don't know that? That's the law. Like, you could go to jail for doing that. Like no, like, and this is why I'm celibate, because you are not catching me with no, because God forbid I get something that's not curable. I'm gonna have to kill you. I'm gonna have to kill you, and now I'm gonna have to go to jail. I'm sorry. For my own sanity, and I do not look good in orange, I be celibate. And then the next person, we're going straight to the clinic, and I want to see no papers. All right? You can see my papers. I want to see your papers, because that's how we got to roll nowadays, because people just be raw dogging it. And I'm just like, yo, with everybody? With everybody? No. I was like, no. We can't be doing that over here. It's not how it used to be. It's really gross. It's really gross. I just be like, yo, let me see them doctors. Let me log into my charts. I want to see. Log into my charts. I want to see your last testing. Because I'm the type of person that even if I go to the doctor and I get my annual and I get tested and I go to like OBGYN, even though it would be like a week apart, they'd be like, you want to guess? Yes. Test me again. Test me again. Even though I already got the test me again, because I don't pay for it out of pocket. The insurance pay for it. So y'all gonna test me again. Nope. Because people will be weird. All right. I know Mena's next. What's your question? Because it's nasty out here. I'm like, and it's too much community dick. I don't know. I don't do community dick. I'm sorry. I'm too territorial for that. Like today, I had to block a couple of Instagram and TikTok, because back like a month ago, over a month ago, I was on biker side of TikTok, and I put like a GIF, and then that was like the last time I seen him on my FYP, like ever again. It was like a hot video. You post thirst trap. You post thirst traps. I'm gonna post a thirst trap comment, right? So then, like, I did this like in the beginning of November. So I wake up today and I get I see a comment on the video. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because sometimes I be saying some unintentional shit on TikTok. So I clicked on it and it was like, it was the white girl's gif, the one that says hold my poodle, that part. And I looked at it, I'm like, bitch, who the fuck is you? Like, and then I read it, like, going through the videos, and she's on every video, my man, bitch, back off. I'm like, oh, you insecure. I'm like, first of all, why are you doing that? If you feel the need to, like, berate women in the comments, back and forth your man, first of all, tell your man stop posting thirst traps. That's one. So I told her, I was like, girl, it's not that serious. This is a comment from a month ago. It's not that serious. Please calm down. And then he liked it and he encouraged her. So I was like, you getting blocked and he's getting blocked too, because we're not doing that. That's weird. That's very, very weird to me. I was like, we're not doing that. I'm quick with the block. Quick with it. All right. Mena wants to know what the spirit wants her to know. So, ancestors, what do we need Mena to know? What do we need Mena to know? What do we need Mena to know? Ooh. Now this Fetty Wap song stuck in my head. 17? Or is it 17? Oh. Right? I ain't never. And I'm so happy. Like, I always tell, I'm so happy that in my early 20s, I had the most fucked up ex-boyfriends. So, like, because now, at my big age, I'm just like, cut off. We're not doing that. All right. Some meta. So we have the moon and the Page of Cups. But the moon is in reverse. So something's going to be revealed, right? But I feel like somebody's going to reveal their feelings for you. Right? I feel like they're going to reveal their feelings to you. They're going to tell you, like, hey, I always liked you, always had a crush on you. Right? It's getting revealed. But what worries me about this reveal is that we have the Three of Swords. So I'm getting like two things. It could be like they reveal their feelings for you, but it's like okay, they reveal their feelings to you. You guys give it a chance. You might end up heartbroken. Three of Swords, right? Three of Swords is heartbroken or disappointed, right? But the one I'm getting strongly, it's they are going to reveal how much they like you because they are heartbroken. Right? So it could be like they were always in a relationship, they always liked you, but they never got the opportunity to tell you. But because now that they are broken up with their person and they're going through this healing era and heartbreak. So they're gonna be like, hey, I always liked you, or I always had a crush on you. And it's giving very much like rebound vibes. Rebound vibes, right? So it's like, keep them as friends, but not like romantic friends. But like, you go heal first, Bookie, and then come back, because we have the 10 of Cups, right? The 10 of Cups is the happiness. Do you know this person? I feel like they could have been mutuals. So it's like your friend knows them. Not saying your friend dated them, but your friend knows them. And like you probably know them as like in passing. So but the 10 of Cups is like you're happy. Regardless, you're happy. You're just in like you're gonna be in a better like emotional state. You're gonna be in a better state where you're like I said, you're extremely happy. And I don't feel like them telling you they like you is gonna change anything for you in particular. I just feel like you're just gonna be overall like ecstatic, overall happy, like because that's the overall energy I'm getting from you. It's like I'm happy, I'm good, like this is what's going on. Like it's like more you're getting out of a rut, and you don't go back. So it's like, oh, it doesn't change for me. I'm still happy. Let's see what else. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's do this one by one. So we have ascendant. This is what the happiness card is coming from, because you're ascending. You are having essentially a glow up, right? Like I said, you're coming out of this rut. You already learned the lessons. You're entering a new phase of life, right? Again, this new moon is the stepping stone for what you want your 2026 to be. When you want to be more happy, you're going to start looking and doing things that make you happy. If you want to be more financially stable, you're going to look to find ways to create money, bring in money and stuff like that, right? So this is you essentially entering a new phase, right? But I feel like this new phase also is bringing in love for you, because we have heart with the key. Heart with the key talks about meeting the person, meeting the one, opening your heart, right? Welcoming love. So you'll be more receptive in love once you start doing things that make you happy, right? And then we have kisses. Wait, yeah, kisses. So this talks about unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection and fall in love. So yeah, this is the type of love and energy that you're welcoming. Once you start pouring into yourself, start being happy, you're gonna be given this type of love, unconditional love. Because before you had love with conditions, and not a lot of us can tell the difference between unconditional love and love with condition, and it has to do like how we grew up. So conditional love is like, hey, I love you, but as soon as we get into argument, I don't like you no more, I fucking hate you. But unconditional love is like, hey, despite that we're fighting right now, despite we are having a disagreement, I still care and I love you. I still want to make sure we're good. Unconditional love is like, we got to a fight, instead of trying to rectify it and go to sleep without being mad, they're gonna go to sleep being mad. But yeah, you definitely have this love coming in. I feel like I said, once you start feeling more happy and pouring into yourself and doing more self-love, you're gonna be open to the idea of love and love coming in. And then when this person comes in, the one for you, they're going to show you that it's okay to love again, it's safe to love again, that you don't have to worry or feel like you're going to be disappointed in love, because there has been a lot of instances where you are. But with these three cards here, this says like, yeah, you're definitely meeting a person that's going to give you that happy ending, that's going to give you the right love. That's exactly what happened to you. But the person who's gonna come in and like declare they always like you, use your discernment, use your intuition, and just be like, how long ago did you guys break up? Oh, that's too soon. You need to go heal, Buki. You need to go heal, because you don't want to be a rebound. Because what happens if, like, you know, they tell you they like you and they come in, and if the other person goes and be like, hey, you know, I want to work on us again, they decide they drop you like a bad habit. And then it's gonna put like a dent in your, it's gonna put like another hole and armor around your heart, and then it's gonna make you lose more faith in love. So just be aware. Like, my thing is, if you gotta be broken up more than 3 months for me to even think about being in a relationship with somebody who just broken up. More than 3 months, and you can't be talking to them. And I have a funny story about that. You're welcome. Man, you're welcome. And I actually really have a funny story about that. There was this guy that I used to talk to, right? And we used to talk to on and off or whatever, but this summer, and thank God Mercury retrograde ended, the post-shadow period ended on the 16th. Yay. So, like, I didn't hear from them, so I closed out that cycle. But when we had Mercury retrograde during the summer, they actually came back. And we was talking, and they were like, yeah, you know, I broke up with so-and-so. And I was like, oh, that's good to hear. Like, I'm happy for you. I'm proud for you. Because, you know, you finally see that they were hindering your growth. Right? Mind you, that was like in July. Fast forward to October. They back together again. I was like, yeah, we're. I was like, thank God I listen to my intuition, because I'm usually hard-headed and I don't listen to my intuition that much. But for this instance, I was like, yeah, you gonna get back with her, so I'm not even gonna entertain this. Like, I left dude on red, and they end up getting back together before the summer ended. And I'm just like, see, because what really what the intention really was to tell me that, you know, they broke up, and then for me to be like, oh yeah, you know, let's you know, try to like work on whatever we have. Like, it ain't happening over here, Buki. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chances with me. I'm sorry, I gave more than enough chances, but I was like, yeah, this is not working. I was like, it's not for me. I'm like, oh, that's nice for you, but not for me, because I'm healed. I'm too healed for this. I'm too advanced for this. And then this Mercury retrograde, I was like, please. I was like, if one thing you could do, Mercury, please do not let them come back. Please. And they didn't come back. And I was like, yes, that cycle has officially ended. I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself. But yeah. So, it gotta be more than three months, and you can't be talking to your ex. Like, I feel like that should be a standard rule, because yeah, people might get back together a year later or whatever, but do that after me. Do that after me. All right? But that's what I have. You know, I don't really listen to Sabrina Carpenter, but when I was getting my nails done, they will play her music, and I like her music videos. I'm like, see, this is a music video, not what these shits they be doing. I was like, this makes sense to the song, but I will definitely listen to that song, "Taste" by Sabrina Carpenter. I definitely will, because I think she's a phenomenal singer. For some reason, she reminds me of what Ariana Grande should have been. For some reason, that's what I'm getting. Sabrina Carpenter is what Ariana Grande should have been. But I don't know, that girl went left. But yeah, that's my rant. Um, it's 11:37. So just want to say, happy Friday, happy new moon, do your manifestations. I would say do it at midnight because yes, it's the witching hour, but it's also when the veil starts thinning. And if you're on your cycle, hell yeah, do it. Because women are the most powerful when you're on your cycle. And any manifestation, spell work, affirmations, money mantras, they're extremely potent. So do that. Yeah, at all. But yeah, so I will probably do, like I said, the Capricorn video. Um, I'm gonna aim for it to drop on Monday, and then live on Tuesday. Oh yeah, she's definitely going. I don't know. She looks sick. She looked like she need at least 6 burgers and like 3 large fries from McDonald's. Because girl, why do you look like you're sick? She needs a doctor. I don't know. But then again, that's all Hollywood. They all been looking like they've been on Ozempic crack, and I'm just like, this is not good. Nope. But yeah. So hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for allowing me to read you. Thank you for being here. And see you guys on Tuesday.